This is Cahlen here, and my buddy Jeremiah,
How's it going?
the Nomad Man. And it's been a couple days since our last update. I think last we were pulling out the fuel pump, right? And replacing it. So it's been like 3 or 4 days since then.
Oh yeah, because we just drove straight through Nevada, and that was a terrible state.
It's very dry, very windy, and there's a little bit of rain, and you could see like black mold coming out after the rain, like on the rocks and stuff on the ground. And
My dogs didn't even like it. Their noses were running. They were hacking and shit. They were glad to get out of that state.
so, what were the main things that happened? So your dog had ticks, and we don't know exactly where those came from.
I think they came from Nevada.
Okay.
Because when I was in Kansas, he got ticks. So I cleaned my dogs real good, made sure there was no ticks. For a few days, we didn't have an issue with ticks. I had a few issues in New Mexico, down near TRC, but it was fine. And then all of a sudden, he had ticks in his ears and pulled them out. And a few days later, he's flapping his head. He's going nuts. I mean, literally, he's trying to stick his head under to see the fan and stuff. And I looked in his ears, and all I could see was these little gray spots. I mean, just massed in there with all these little white legs. I think they were tick larvae. So, what did we use? Coconut oil, and finally got him out. So he's doing better now. And then we got the van stuck.
Yeah.
And called a tow truck to come get us. That broke their truck trying to tow us out. And then we used your Ford runner with a cheap ass winch and got it out.
Yeah. As soon as I got there and started using the winch, I'm like, oh, my friend gave me a winch. He had it laying around. And he gave it to me while I was traveling down New Mexico, and I never thought I'd use it. And then I'm like, oh, I got this. So they abandoned us and said that we'll come get you tomorrow. So we had to stay overnight. I'm like, I'm gonna go get my truck and see if we can get you out. And I think it took us about an hour, but we turned you around.
Yeah.
And we pulled you all the way out.
Yeah.
So better than a tow truck, a 4Runner.
Save $500.
Yep. And then, okay, so we got stuck. I feel like something else happened, man.
Well, you took the top part of your motor apart pretty much. And
oh yeah, I had to clean out the throttle body, and that got the truck running, but then it started running bad again. Just cleaned out the PCV valve, the thing that connects to the engine, and hopefully that'll run better. Got a few 100 miles left to go to Washington. We're in Eastern California right now, right?
Northeast, yeah, I think.
Okay.
We're at a lake called Davis Lake, just north of a town, Portales, Portolas.
And we're north of Yosemite, right?
That I don't know. Yeah,
okay. We were in Yosemite yesterday.
We're north of Yosemite. Yeah.
And last night was interesting because we got parked out here, and it started getting dark, and we started hearing these noises, kind of
No. The best part is his truck is taken apart, so he can't just get in and drive away if a bear shows up. So now he's panicking and trying to get it all put back together because you can hear them. They're huffing and grunting, and they're working their way up this ridge that's on the other side of us right here. And we spent half the afternoon throwing rocks down there, yelling and making noise and stuff. And we built a big ass fire. And
so there was 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
And they were in a different, like one was out that way, one was back that way, one was out that way. It's like, we're surrounded by bears. And they're all trying to get to our camp, I think, because it was right after dinner.
Yeah. And plus I got dogs and dog food. But at the same time, I keep a really potent bear spray. Cal has his own form of protection.
I slept with my Glock by my pillow last night.
But luckily, they didn't come into camp. They came up close a couple times, and I got up, sparked up the fire real good, and they went away. And then he said this morning about 4 o'clock, the fire was gone. And he heard it really close. And then I walked up the ridge this morning and tried to track it back to its den, but I lost its track. But you could see its tracks were pretty close coming up here, and it's just amazing how big they are and how stealthy they are.
Yeah, we could hear them last night. They were real close, and we knew where they were.
Well, we could only hear them when they did that.
Right, but we couldn't hear their footsteps.
Right.
And they were definitely moving, like that. One of them was moving way back and forth, like really quickly, but we couldn't hear it moving through the brush, just its grunts changing position. So.
But you could hear my dogs running through the brush, which is like 400 pounds, 500 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was fun. I like it. It's raw nature to me.
Yeah, it was kind of exciting, invigorating, gets the adrenaline going.
Definitely.
But I've been thinking about maybe getting rid of a truck and just living on my bike for a couple of days. And that experience makes me go, I really appreciate living in a truck, sleeping in a truck made of metal.
Or you just drive away if you have to.
Exactly. Yeah, it would be a little bit tougher on a bike and a hammock or something like that. So, where are we heading today?
I don't know. Some crater in Oregon.
Yeah, so we're trying to get into Oregon, and we noticed that Crater Lake was on the way.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been there before, and looks like it's national forest, I think. So we should be able to park at least in part of it for free. So next video will probably be from there if we're not too lazy like we have been. And I guess that's it, right?
Yeah, pretty much. See how your truck runs.
Yep.
See if you change your mind on selling the truck for sure.
Yeah, I'm certainly leaning against it now. All right, well, we'll see you guys at Crater Lake. Thanks for watching.
Peace out.
See you later.